Welcome back, everybody, to some more Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. This is episode 11. If you haven't seen the campaign up to this point playing as the British, then you can click on a link in the description. It'll take you all the way back to episode 1 so you can get caught up. We need to do a little bit of research here because we're going into a land mission, and I've got some things I want to be able to do in this land mission, especially to be able to get some mortars. I'm looking here at the different options. These are some cannon designs, but mortars are the main thing I want to be able to get right now. So let's go ahead and research those. It's going to cost a lot of money, but we certainly can afford it at the moment. There's also elite grenadiers, which I think would be very helpful to have. So those things are worth the cost. Let's go ahead and take a look now. We're only going to be able to take 6 military units into this fight. And some of these are ones that are already kind of leveled up, so I'm a little nervous about eliminating old units to place new ones in. But I'm going to have to do that if I want to be able to get those elite grenadiers and those artillery units. So we're going to send some to reserve, at least for now, until we figure out exactly what we want to do here. Let's take a look. I guess the grenadiers, I don't know, do they automatically upgrade my grenadiers to elite grenadiers? I don't know how that works. But let's go ahead and get an officer. None of them are real great, nor are the weapons that we have to choose from at the moment. There's just really not much of a supply of anything at all. So we're going to go with these ones here. And we'll max out how many we have. That's going to be it right there. And then we'll also add morale and efficiency. Now we'll go stamina. No, I like morale better. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and look at artillery now. I'd really like to be able to get some standard artillery, but we don't have that researched yet. So we're going to have to go with mortars. So let's go ahead and assign an officer for that. I don't know how high we can go on this. Yeah, not very high, unfortunately. All right, so the good news is I was able to scrape together enough by selling a few smaller ships to buy the HMS Phoenix, which is a larger transport. Bad news is I don't have enough money to be able to add any artillery. But we're going to go with all of the infantry that I can take into this match, and then hopefully we can capture some artillery that we can turn around and use on the enemy. So I'm hoping I've got enough troops to get this done. This is the battle for Savannah, and we're going to be able to take 4 ships, 3 of which will go up front, and then we'll have to send a 4th one later on. We could also send some of our other ships like the Hood, etc., send some of those folks, and maybe that'll kind of make up the difference. The bad news, too, is that most of these infantry units do not have bayonets. In fact, only one has bayonets. I take that back. These 2 here do, and this one does. So 3 of the 8 have bayonets. So I've got to be really careful about who I lead my attacks with. Okay, we're going to take everything we can into this fight. Apparently. Oh, no, we can't do it that way. I just didn't register it first. Oh, I remember this one. Captain, the preservation of the Empire is threatened by a bunch of anarchists and criminals who are committing acts of rebellion and treason. We're here to expel these traitors in order to reinstitute British authority. Our objective is to besiege the town of Savannah. The rebels have prepared fortifications at this position. Their force consists mostly of militia and a few units of the so-called Continental Army. These meager defenses should only delay us briefly. Once we storm them, the town will be left undefended. Let's offer them a small taste of what a real army can do. All right. So if I recall, they had some really strong artillery defenses. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to press in. What are these units? Oh, those are the units from my naval forces. I'm going to head straight with everybody in just one big column and try to overwhelm his defenses. I'm going to hold these guys back unless I absolutely need them from the naval forces. So I want to see which of these units has the bayonets. These guys do. So I'm going to hold Chamberlain back for a minute and let Burke take the lead. Burke and Collins and Northey all have bayonets. Okay, we're getting in closer. I slowed down a couple of the units. I slowed Bert down so we could get back at them. I want to keep all of my units as close together as possible for this. Looks like we're going to get some skirmishers hitting us from all sides as we try to enter in. Don't stop. Send Barrymore out to cover this flank. Don't stop. Do not stop. Under any circumstances, keep moving. Don't shoot. Go. You're going to get lit up by that artillery. Charge. Oh, for goodness sake. Why won't they go? I don't want to stand here and shoot it out with these guys. Where's he going? Charge, please. There we go. Alright, take these guns and turn them on the enemy. There we go. Careful with the friendly fire, guys. Oh, Burke, don't get too far out in front. All right, let's get these guns in use. Get these surrendered troops out of here. All right, so far so good. We'll see what happens when this contested defenses timer ticks down. He's still got a lot of units left in the town. Alright, let's start pushing through the town here. A lot of units left. Americans fight bravely. This much is true. Our sailors have come to clean up the remains of their defensive line. This way our main force can focus on our primary objective. Regroup and resupply, then clear the streets and capture the town. Okay. So these are the guys from all of the naval units. Honestly, I'm just going to kind of hold them back. I don't really want to have to use them. We'll just keep pressing through the town as best we can. Tell you what, I will send one of the bigger units over around. These two are a little bigger too. So now the objective is to capture the town and hold the town against what I expect would be a counterattack at some point. Alright, hold tight right there. I don't see any other artillery on his part, which is nice. Let's move these guns up. And then we'll speed things along a little bit. I think I can bring Chamberlain over this way. We're slowly destroying his units, his smaller ones. Oh, careful there, Burke. Okay, let's push Sayer up. Bring these guys around. Sayer was either killed or wounded. I didn't get to see what the result was there. Alright, we're driving them out of the town now. Some of these units are getting low on manpower, though. Charge into them, boys. Alright, there's another surrendered unit. Let's keep pushing forward with these guys. Alright, we gotta pull Collins back. We don't want to lose that unit altogether. We'll pull Northy back too. Sayer was wounded. Okay, we shattered some more units. Let's move around this way now. Just on the verge of taking the town. We're going to need it because we need the supplies. There's still a unit over here. Another unit surrendered. Let's get him out of here. We still got a bunch of smaller units outside of the town we could use if we have to. I'm hoping not to have to. We need these supplies. Let's get them captured. Okay, 8 minutes till the town is no longer contested. The question is, does he have enough to mount a counterattack somewhere? Let's pull Burke back and get him supplied. Pull Sayer back and get him supplied. And advance these last 5 minutes and see what happens. Luckily, we brought sufficient manpower to get this job done, or it could have been a lot harder. All right. That was about as simple as it could get because we brought enough manpower, so it didn't have to be difficult. Could have been a lot worse. And that's on hard difficulty, so it definitely could have been a lot worse. Boy, we definitely needed those. We captured almost 500 units, weapons with muskets that had bayonets, which is something that I desperately need for my ground troops. So let's see how we are stacked going into the next naval mission. So the next one is called Clash, and it's actually a really small mission in terms of the reward that's available. So, however, we could change it. Well, we would only gain 1,100 money, so it doesn't seem like that's one that's really worth a whole lot. So I don't know that I'll have to invest a whole lot, just a few small ships. So that one we'll probably go ahead and do the next time and then do another mission on top of it because it looks like it'll probably be pretty short. So I'll save my money for now that I've gained. I've got 62,000. That may allow me to buy another Hermione-class frigate. Right now, our best two ships are the HMS Hood, which is a Hermione-class, and the Chimera, which is a 5th rate. We also have the Mills, which is a 5th rate, and then we have the Batilde, which is a 5th rate Unity class that we can add to the fleet. I think I'll probably go ahead and do that. And then the Restoration, I may send to Admiralty, but I'm going to hang on to it because we may end up using it as a fire ship at some point. But we're in pretty good shape moving forward. I'd really like to start grabbing some third-class ships if I can, third-rate ships if I can. But let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. We're doing these about one a week or so right now because they're not real heavily viewed, but I do know there's a lot of you who are invested in this series and want to see it continue, so we'll continue to do it about once a week until we get all the way through it. All right, thanks for watching.